Buddy,
Hello.
so
Meeting starts now.
we were gonna have a little guild meeting here just to kind of talk openly about the shit that kind of jumped out of nowhere. Blizzard, if you guys, I mean, every one of you knows, but we'll say it. Blizzard has announced that they're going to res dead characters that have died due to DDoSing. And obviously we were getting DDoS on our last 2 raids. So I want to talk about what we're gonna do about that. And I want to make sure that we don't just say, oh my God, we're going to get res and just go back to raid. Because it's not that simple. There's a lot of variables that come in. Number one, we're probably still going to get DDoS. That's the reality. We probably are. The plus side is if we do get DDoSed, we'll get resed. But it doesn't mean we didn't waste our fucking time getting buffs and doing this. And also griefing the server.
Everyone else, yeah.
People also get fucked over because of it. So
yeah, that's
the
the
fixes
biggest...
we can do is we could stream with the stream. You are hot micing, Sunglitters. So it's okay. We forgive you. Where was I? Oh yeah,
server. Yeah.
So our fixes could be streaming with a stream delay, but I don't want to make any of you do that because it's miserable. It's awkward and it sucks, and for optics, you have to turn your stream off and then you do a 5-minute delay. You're streaming to nobody for 5 minutes, and then you actually go live after the 5-minute timer, and you can't talk to anybody. It's weird. I hate streaming with a delay. I'm not going to make any of you do that. The next option would be we could not announce raid day, but I guarantee you what happens, assuming we do get DDoSed, is then people on the server are going to be mad at us for not telling them when to not play hardcore WoW. Like, well, you guys got DDoSed. You raided at some random time on Saturday. And I did. It's just going to cause more problems. So those are not options. We cannot stream with a delay. We cannot hide our raid day. That's not a reality. So, on a plus
do we have
side,
any real options?
Not really.
Okay.
I would say I want to make sure we just tell people we talk openly about the downsides of just the fact we can get DDoSed. And on a positive note, Blizzard said they're going to look into characters that have been transferred off. I got audio coming in.
Wait, they said that?
They're going to look into it. That's all they said. Things could they might revert it, but they just said we're going to look into it. So it's possible, but not guaranteed.
So basically, the only thing we can do is raid off stream, which would suck at this point.
Here's the thing: we can still raid. Like it's gonna turn into a, like we'll raid. I hear myself feedback. Who is that?
I think it's Juiced.
Juiced.
Yeah.
Juiced. Watch yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear myself. I don't want to hear it. Okay.
But it kind of turned into a war of who gets bored first, us raiding or the guy.
Yes. Basically, we'll raid, they'll DDoS, we'll die, Blizzard reses us. We'll raid, they'll DDoS, we'll die, Blizzard reses us. On just rinse and repeat. I'm not feeling doing that. I'm not.
I agree. I agree with them.
I think this is a great change for the future. Like I pretty much cried when we died before, because my initial thought was we'll never be able to do this again. Because if we do an Onlyfangs 3, who the fuck is going to want to level, and everyone's just going to talk about how we're going to get DDoSed. I think when we're reinvigorated and we start over a year down the line, when we all want to try and do something like this again, it'll be great because people will be like, oh, you're just going to get DDoS and raid. Okay, that's great. Then we'll just get res. That's when we'll be reinvigorated and we're down to jump back into this back and forth battle with these fuckers. But I'm not feeling it now. I don't. Yeah.
Aren't they wasting money to DDoS us though?
Does it? I don't know. I've never looked into this shit.
I welcome the new raid mechanic.
Really? Is it that cheap?
How do you know, Beans?
No. I think we just use it as a mechanic. Yeah, I think we just battled a mechanic.
Dude.
Well,
because I heard it's expensive.
Yes,
so
it's
like, why don't we just
extra
send
difficulty,
it
you know?
and make them
they'll get bored. Yes,
so
that's what I'm saying.
It is expensive.
So we have the option to go in and just try to not get DDoSed or just deal with it. It's a hassle. I personally don't want to get world buffs and do this fucking bad. Especially when we're kind of running on fumes. I would love to get a BWL clear, but I mean, we put the lid on this thing. I mean, fuck, we sat in Discord and people have cried. Dude, Do we want? No, it's not just you, Mary. I cried. I fucking
We all
cried,
cried,
motherfucker.
Fred.
I was tearing up. So,
My main concern is griefing the server. If we just keep raiding and the servers keep getting DDoSed, like sure, maybe we all get res, but we're still griefing the server. I feel like that's kind of
the
like
servers
my
were
main
getting
concern.
DDoSed either way. Like the day after we all.
I mean, they did the.
I died to a DDoS.
we're not
Yeah,
the
they did
ones
like
doing the
Eve the following
DDoS.
day.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like,
It's happening either way.
not really our
I
fault. We
don't
were
agree with
also
that
trying to
logic
get
at
into
all.
BDWL for the first time. It was our first raid too. It's not like we were doing some weird like classic event and we got the server like whatever. We were actually in our first BDWL too, just trying to play the game.
And it kept happening for like a couple days after we like what happened, right?
I think
you guys see what
anyone
I'm
with
saying,
a double.
right? Like, yeah.
You're right. I think anyone with a double-digit IQ knows that we're not intentionally griefing. But yes, the WoW viewers or WoW community, Reddit specifically, hates us. They hate us. We're assholes. Yes, we can get into that and all of their. They do have some good, solid points as to why they hate us. For example, yes, DDoSing comes from us. It's not our fault, but it does stem from us. And if we do this battle, it's just. I mean, guys, we're on. Personally, I think we just talk about. We talk about it. We're rezzed. We can maybe do smaller raids. We just kind of. I personally say we just put the lid on this thing and leave it closed. The only thing I would potentially want to do is we try one more BWL, get a full clear, and that's the end. But do you guys want to do that, knowing it's just the final raid and we're done and the loot doesn't really matter, all that? We could. These are my opinions. I don't know if anyone else has any other thoughts they want to bring up.
I'm okay with that, personally.
I mean, I want to.
Okay with what?
I want to keep sending it.
Kind of done after BWL. I don't know. It's stretched out for like 3-4 months now. The whole WoW thing. I don't know. As a variety streamer, you know, it's just like it's stretched out for too long. But BWL was my end goal, so I really want to do BWL. I really want to do. That's like my end goal.
Okay. People got their characters rezzed, or people are actually willing to never play it again and just let it rot on a character screen. I don't really see the downside to just sending it one last time. And if we die, we die, and if it happens, it happens. But if people were never going to play their characters again anyways, then what does it hurt? I mean, besides obviously the server comment, right?
You're absolutely right. Any other opinions?
I think we should do
who
a better
just said
ending.
soda.
That's Jay.
Go ahead, Jay.
We need to finish the fight. Is what we need to do.
Oh my god.
We need to go into okay, we've gone to Molten Core, we've gone to this other crap, we've dealt with everything else. It is time to go and finish the dang fight in Blackwing's lair. Are we gonna let some little freaking coward like go ahead and DDoS us and stop us from this? You said at the beginning of this whole thing for Onlyfangs Season 2 that the goal was to go in a Blackwing's lair. Are we gonna sit around like little freaking pussies and cry about it? No, we need to go in there and finish this damn fight.
Yes.
I like how there was just this delay of like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Technically we did not kill Nefarian. You're right. I will say
I would love to clear BWL.
We were on track to clearing the whole thing with 0 deaths. For Magus and Nefarian were fucking they were dead on my screen.
We had that.
So we had that shit in the bag, truth be told.
But there's also
the side of if we do Onlyfangs 3, it can fucking be kind of nice if we like, hey, we can clear BWL this time. We fucking make up for the shit we didn't get in. Like we can save that cooldown.
Same thing's gonna happen, buddy.
Next one will be AQ. Then the next one
next,
after that,
the next one, we're not gonna be on a fucking progression server. All right, we're not gonna be time gated for 7 months until BWL releases.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start Molten Core earlier. Molten Core will be a glorified dungeon. That's how we'll treat it. And then BWL, like, it'll be so much better. Y'all don't remember probably, but I almost said we shouldn't play the anniversary server because progression is that bad. I was actually on that side, but I think Anniversary Realm was the right choice. It was new, it was hype. The leveling was the funnest, most enjoyable part of all of this, and we still had that. But in terms of Onlyfangs 3, if we're thinking about endgame, non-progressive, and having a BWL where we go back and we fucking finish it, I think saving that cooldown has its pros. I'm not saying it's the right choice, but there is that.
So can I interject real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say this is Digi, also BCG Light. my husband, I have to take him to chemo here in just a few minutes, so I just wanted to pop in for a few minutes and just listen to the gist of everything. So if I leave, I hope it's not a shame or anything. If it's all right.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay,
hey, good
cool.
luck.
All right.
All
Cheers.
right.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, no problem.
All
right.
So,
Can I have
All right.
yes, you may.
It's nice, like, everything about, like, you know, finishing the fight next time and everything, but I think it feels bad for almost... I mean, it feels awful that you guys got halfway through and then DDoSed and died. But all of us who were in Savix raid never even got a chance to step in the door.
That's fair.
You know, like, it was building up. Like, I was so excited to, like, be able to step into Blackwing Lair for the very, very first time. I still don't even know where the entrance is. And, you know, we never even got to try.
Okay. So, in that, we can think about how to organize the next raid. So, a lot of our big hitters, because we've announced that we're done, a lot of people transferred off. As I said, Blizzard's looking into that. But a lot of people also made plans. So they're not going to be available this weekend. A lot of big hitters. I can give some examples, but essentially, raiding this weekend is not feasible unless we do it on like Friday or something. Saturday and Sunday are griefed.
We don't even really know when the reses are going to happen, too, right?
Yeah, we don't even have those confirmed yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Diddly Dope. Thanks for that prime.
I have no idea.
For weekend?
I mean, we could do a Molten Core, but it's one of those things where it's like we're kind of doing one more raid, right? So doing everything else feels kind of pointless. Just the raid, the one last ride, you know.
I could use 10 storms.
You could use what?
I could use the helmet of 10 storms.
Okay. So
I feel like it's more about the ending. Like, I feel like we had such an epic season, and it's like Game of Thrones season 8 ending right now.
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't want the DDoS to win.
That is true.
The ending is so shit.
Soda. You were looking to
there's-
transfer like leadership at
That
some
is
point,
true.
right? So why not end it in a big bang and then spread over?
Blizzard said they had our backs on DDoS.
Yeah.
So
Like,
why
I'm
don't
not
we
saying
just...
you guys, well, I'm not saying you guys can't play your characters anymore. You guys can obviously still raid, and I'm down to do one more raid. Clear BWL as Onlyfangs. I'm down for that, but it's not like you guys
and then a
can't
mass
play your
death
character.
event.
I do want to raid. If we're not raiding this weekend, I think I want to put together something because I want to continue playing this character after OnlyFangs.
Let's go.
So
Yeah.
I can make a raid for
And
people that are interested in continuing.
And so I will happily, like, Ompi can take full guild leadership. You guys can stick with it and keep going. Absolutely. Your characters are not, you know, to waste. But personally, and a handful of others are in the same boat as me, like my fumes are gone, guys. My fumes are gone. I got one last raid in me and I'm out. Like, so if we did a BWL, I wouldn't take a single piece of loot. God, no. I've checked out. All I've got is one last raid. Ompi could take over. You guys could do BWL. Fucking, you guys could keep going till AQ and send it. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Soda?
Next, baby.
Let's get the TBC.
Are you completely past even like raid logging?
I mean, not necessarily. You understand? I celebrated that. I didn't celebrate because it was a shitty ending, but I was like, kind of. I got in the mindset of I have no like obligations anymore. I went out and got dinner. I felt relieved.
And like it was really sad,
Yeah.
and then you're like, I'm free, kind of.
I was sad about the ending, but it was like I'm free. So I saw that announcement. I'm like, fuck.
What's funny is we were all sitting here in Discord like, what do you think Soda's gonna say? I'm like, the first thought was he's gonna type God fucking.
Wait,
damn
guys,
it,"
did
and I love
Soda
that.
That's what I
do
said.
it?
I think we all agreed
I'll
on
be
it.
You were only
transparent
off
about
by
it.
a single word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we all
Soda
like, moved on
was
to
it an
Minecraft.
inside
and then
job this whole
We're
time?
kind of like, oh, we're coming back.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So again, like
It's like a mixed feeling.
it is kind of like it's hard to put myself back in the mindset I was in before I checked out.
It's
I'm
really
not-
awkward right now, honestly.
It is. No, you're right. It is. So we can do one last raid. I think a lot of people want to send BWL, and from there, Ompi can take over. The guild will be his. You guys can keep going with whatever you want. I may even log back in for a couple raids. I'm sure others might as well. But like the full, like it'll be Ompi's. And you can continue it on. So let's discuss how to do the next raid if we're gonna do it. A lot of people didn't even get to see
I think
BWL.
that's good. I think that's good.
So we could try 2 raids at the same time. Do we want to try and do something like that?
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I feel like
Same
if we do
time.
2 raids at
Maybe
the
not
same
boss
time,
pulls
though.
At the same time.
competition between two raids.
It'd be a double DDoS issue, right?
Gonna have to
Yeah,
raid
would we
some point
be
either way,
concerned
man.
about a double DDoS?
And then
if we
and
did
what
two
do
at
we
the same?
and what do we do if we get DDoSed during the raid? Just
We just
I
fucking
guess
hard.
it's
man.
true.
At that point, I think
We're
we
just
get
gonna
res.
patch it.
I think
Yeah.
I think you said
Then
it
it's just
first.
over.
It's going to be a war
Ride
of
it out.
attrition if for anyone else that wants to continue raiding and doing
already
this. I mean, it's a war of attrition of the DDoSer versus Blizzard, really.
yeah. And that's
Get
why
res.
I'm like,
I'll fight for my World of Warcraft.
So I mean, if it DDoS happens, it happens. Screw it. For any of us that wants to keep playing World of Warcraft, like the guild that went after us and got DDoS as well. I mean, everybody that's going to be playing World of Warcraft hardcore has a chance of this happening, not just us.
The other
I
guild
mean-
was European too, by the way. Like it was a whole different region.
Different time of day. Yeah, it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russian guild, right?
so
I
Yeah,
have,
really
I
big
have the
thing.
impression they're just
The weird-
targeting people who are raiding and hardcore.
the
That's what
weird
it looks
spot that we're in. Blizzard has announced that they'll res characters, but you can still like. There's too much notoriety right now on the term of getting DDoSed. And like, if too many people are thinking about do it, there's more. They're all gonna fucking do it until this whole thing dies out and just weathers down. So like years from now or months from now, rather, even non-streamer guilds are getting DDoS. I don't know if y'all saw the Russian bullshit. Like
Duh.
it's a meta right now. It just needs to go away. And
They're
Blizzard
just
did what they're doing
covering
what they
their
can.
tracks.
Yeah. What'd you say, Cobalt?
So they're just covering their tracks to make it look like they weren't targeting us or something. I don't know.
No, I mean we were.
Well,
I think
there's
it's
probably
just someone else
copycat
did us.
killers.
Yeah, probably just multiple people doing it.
Or they spun up the DDoS machine to do it, used it once, and then they just like still had it the next day, and they're like, all right, let's just
They had leftovers.
Who cares, right?
It
I mean-
been like 2 or 3 weeks now, right?
I guys, it's not the same person here. It's a lot of people just do this.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just too easy. It's actually too
Yeah.
easy.
So we'll send it. It is. So we'll send the raid on what is today? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about Friday?
Like
I'm
2
good
days
for
from
it.
now.
Will we be
What day is
res?
it?
I feel like we're not gonna get. I mean, if we're
right.
gonna be
We have-
res, I feel
it's
like
like
next
important
next
for
weekend
Alright.
might be a better shot.
Oh yeah, we don't know when
So-
we're getting characters.
Hold for
All
next
right.
week.
So
Honestly.
think
next week,
weekend.
next week on the weekend.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
That also lets us
Knock
do
it out.
like an MC.
That
That lets
sounds
us
good
like
to me.
do like an MC this weekend too, and then
So,
we
like,
could
the
like see how the
5th.
server is while we're doing MC. For those of us
Well,
who
that
aren't
works.
busy.
I doubt they're gonna DDoS the fucking MC.
April 5th,
Maybe they
I
will.
wouldn't be able to do
They
that
would have the
Saturday,
same
but
results.
Sunday, the 6th, I could do.
Yeah. We could kill MC AFK.
Oh
So
my god.
I think what we might do is Saturday and Sunday next week, not this Saturday and Sunday because people aren't even rezzed yet. Assuming
Shoot,
characters
should
get
we even be
rezzed
saying the time?
and everything is falling into position, we'll reconvene on I guess Friday. Do we want to do draft again? I feel like we just go with the same people. The drafts that we did have. Am I crazy?
We should make signups that prioritize the same people, probably.
Yeah,
we
there's
should
always
make the
be
people-
some holes. that you have
True,
to
maybe
fill.
some people
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
All right,
So sign up
so-
some bio with this.
All right, we'll do signups. If you were in the last 2 raids, I'm gonna expect you guys to tell Volps you can't make it. Volps will respond, and we will replace accordingly with who we can. And Saturday or Sunday, probably just Saturday, right? Both raids same time.
Are we good to go like find our own MC raid then this weekend if we can, or other raids?
Yeah. Player characters, man.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
And Optimus says
Maybe
it changed
Optimus
now that it's
does?
open.
Guys, there's no rules. We're clearly doing one last right, guys. I do not care.
I got my epic mount.
Soda
Get
is
your
like
epic mount.
so like
Do what you do.
Do what you want to do, bro.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Still no Petri, right?
Any Petri? I don't have one, but
No
someone-
Petri, bro. That shit's lame.
Not Petri,
No
Here's the
Petri.
You're just gonna be shamed for using it, I think.
Invite
That's,
You will not-
Quisha back.
You will be shamed for Petring, but you can Petri, just not in our raid. When we go to BWL, we're clearing it with 0 Petries.
Yes.
We are all dying together. But if you Petri from now till then, I don't care what you want.
Yeah, I was gonna
Damn,
look with
even
things we need
Petris are
Petri,
off
so
the
I didn't want to be
table,
the odd
man.
out with no Petri.
We're on
Go
the
ahead.
table.
If
Petri
they
all
Petri,
y'all
you
want.
got a Petri.
Player
Yeah,
character,
that's fair.
but BWL time, Onlyfangs raid, no Petri. Easy fix. All right,
Fair
no
enough.
problemo. All right.
If it's the final raid, should we consider doing it with no world buffs?
Oh God.
To make it interesting.
You want to clear it?
Oh,
make it interesting.
what? That
No, we want
actually
to
is
clear it. We want to
interesting.
clear it.
Yeah.
You want to lie, my friend.
I know
let's
Pika
say
would like that,
isn't
since
that's
he
what
didn't get it
Frontiers or Frontier 2's whole challenge thing is, right? We're not Frontier guys.
Oh God.
Yeah, we'll let them do their thing.
Yeah, we're better than Frontier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it might be some people's first time getting that Dark Moon fair buff. You know.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Work out
that
perfect.
weekend.
All right.
11 days until.
Oh my God. The next reset is on April Fool's Day.
Hell nah.
That's crazy.
They're gonna come out and say they're not rezzing your characters.
Wait, I have a question.
Okay, Anne.
Yes.
April Fools, you know.
If nobody died from the Savix raid, couldn't we just all go this weekend?
You could. You could. However, the problem is a lot of people have adjusted their schedule assuming we were done.
Why is Torin can't go this weekend?
Like there's a lot of big hitters that can't go. I would say probably
There's some people
this
that are
weekend,
gone this
our
weekend,
raids,
guys.
each raid would be missing about 20% of their people.
It's 71
Maybe
people.
more.
That's
25.
me. I'm
10
gone
people would
this
not be
weekend,
going.
guys. Pika's gone this weekend.
But there's still like the
I don't know.
leftovers from your raid that are alive that could fill in.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, we could fill a raid and say fuck everyone else, and just say, hey, you can't be here this weekend and just send it. But I think we just wait a week. Plus, the good news about waiting a week is like that's a lot of time for all of this bullshit to kind of die down. Less of a spotlight.
We're technically still dead too.
which would hopefully help us in our favor. I'd rather not fucking go to raid and just get fucking DDoSed. Like I'd rather not. So 1 week gives us time. We'll just wait. So we'll put an announcement in the Discord. Do your signups. Blah blah blah. That's pretty much it. Anything else?
I'd like to say something real quick. I know it is not just quite over yet, but I'm sure all of us just want to thank you for everything you have done, friend. And that regardless of how it came to be at the end, this was a legendary run, and if we finish BWL, it will be that much greater.
Appreciate
Amen
that.
to that.
I mean, a lot of
I'm
people.
sure there was.
Wise Torin, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh, excellent. Like 20 gifted subs.
Listen,
Thank you.
the ending's-
Let's go.
The ending's not that big of a fucking deal. It's not. Okay.
It
I
is. Absolutely.
It's not. It is not. Okay, because I look back, I see all the leveling, I see the events that are standing out. Me versus Tyler, I don't like thinking about it, but that stands out.
You got Dom, buddy.
He did shit.
Yeah, you ended up losing pretty bad.
RP events,
He punched you
tributes,
down. Yeah.
all of, fuck off. All of those, great. And the ending doesn't change how good all of those things were, right? Now, the ending blows, and I'd prefer a better one. But like, it's not that big of a deal. It's really not.
It's just like what Zico said, guys. It's like Game of Thrones. And you know what? Even though it had a shitty ending, it was about season 1 through 6. And that was a damn good show.
Fact.
That's what classic's all about, boys.
No, but here's the thing.
It's actually kind of true. It's classic WoW. It's how it always is.
All right. Well, either way, since we're not really saying our goodbyes here, I will see all of you, if not before, the following weekend. We will reconvene on, I'm guessing, Saturday. So, Xaryu, I'm so sorry. You might have to take another Saturday off. Or
I'll
Saturday
shift some
on.
things around. We'll figure it out.
So, either way.
Is
All
it
right.
the retail tournament next Saturday?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
What retail
Is it a
tournament?
tournament?
The Arena World Championship, guys. It's huge.
Is that, hold on, Zico, is that actually a concern that we should potentially do Sunday or Friday or something, or no?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, for me personally, but you guys should still do it. But I won't be there.
You motherfucker.
No.
You can move. You can absolutely move stuff. Who's going to tank those fucking technicians, Zico?
Peekaboo, I guess.
That's Pika's
You are
job.
fucked up. First you play League for 2 months and now retail?
I've watched.
Oh, hell
Give it
no.
real. Thanks for
That's
Prime.
fucked up, man. That's fucked up.
That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
I'll miss you guys, but we had a secondary run, guys.
Dude,
Legendary run.
Hey,
I
I'd
appreciate meeting
stand
all
up
of you
for
guys.
you. I'd stand up for you, but you motherfucker keep showing my 12 loss streak on your stream. Like, it's cringe.
Yeah,
You
that's
need to
fucked
fucking
up, too.
stop.
That's
You need
insane.
to fucking stop.
All right.
Okay, I'm sorry,
On some
man.
positive notes, though, just to remind you guys,
Hey, what's working on
the fact that
We
Blizzard is
avoid
willing to
AWC?
revive does mean Onlyfangs 3 is possible. I was thinking it wasn't because DDoSing had too much power. I've gotten wind that we might be able to compete against the Spanish community. So it might be all of us, and the Spanish community might jump in. We'll be the same,
that
race,
would
and we'll
be really cool.
competing or rivaling them, basically playing the other side. So
shit. Do I have to translate?
No, we get to keep Ivan.
What the hell?
Do you reconsider doing an
cool.
Onlyfangs 3 with a new fresh classic release, or just random like in a few months?
So the two things, it has to be TBC hardcore, which I don't know if they're gonna do. I hope they do. I hope they do it to where your level 60 hardcore characters, when you die in TBC, you have like a checkpoint character. So that way we raid in classic to buff our checkpoints. So if you die at 70, you start back at 60, right? That'd be huge. I would love a TBC hardcore server like that. People have been talking about it.
Yeah, that would
I don't
be
know
cool.
if we'll
That'd
get
be
it.
cool.
If we don't get that, the next best thing would be classic again, but a non-progression server. So we'll be able to raid everything at our own pace. We can do BWL day one first boss, and we can farm it. So BWL, then you have MC, and maybe the first 2 bosses of AQ, and fuck, maybe we do 1 wing of Nax Ramus early. And then you got ZG. You got so many things to do. The end game becomes 100 times better when you can kind of like, you set your time gating yourself. It's a much more fun
like
playground.
Project 60 and 70, right? You just unlock it yourself.
So those two, that's what we'll have to do for the third one. And it'll have to be like a year from now when people have the itch to play again and level again and go through that fucking brutal ass process. So those are some positive notes that these Blizzard changes are fixing. But again, we still could get DDoSed, and we can go around a million times. To wrap things up, I guess I will see you guys next week. Pay attention to signups. Please reach out to Volps if you can't make next weekend on Saturday. We'll just commit to that. And I'll see you guys then.
Take it easy, friend.
Have fun. Bye. Guys, are we concerned at all about doing Onlyfangs BWL raid at the same weekend as AWC? Maybe it's because I'm like from the arena community, but I feel like kind of similar to Zico that it's a little fried. No, everyone's saying no. Okay, maybe I'm just a little biased here. To me, the AWC is a big deal, but maybe no one else cares. But like for me, no one. Okay, literally no one else cares. Okay. Okay, never mind. Okay, because I care. You know, I like watching arena. All right. I'm the only one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I just thought I'd re-mention that. All right, guys, there it is. That's the Onlyfangs meeting. To recap, we will be going back into BWL again once these characters are rezzed. I think it's going to be taking place not this weekend, but the weekend after. So Saturday the 5th, is that right? Saturday the 5th, Sunday the 6th, something like that. So we're going to give it a bit of time for the characters to get rezzed, to get prepped up, and to let things cool off. And then we'll go back into BWL and hope for the best. And hopefully it ends differently than last time. After that raid, Onlyfangs is officially done, assuming we clear. And if we die, then it's done too in a different way. But if we clear, Onlyfangs is done, and Ampy is the new guild leader. Soda is just burnt. It makes a lot of sense, right? It makes a ton of sense. I completely understand where he's at. A lot of the variety people are burnt. It's like, all right, so if anyone wants to keep raiding, it would be under Ampy's leadership, and they'll just continue raiding until the guild fizzles out or Nax is clear. Can you imagine Ampy keeps Onlyfangs alive and we just end up clearing Nax? I mean, that would be nuts. That would be crazy. It could actually happen too. It's not even off the table either. Because Ampy's a go, and well, anyway, we'll see what happens. So that's kind of the update, right? Next week, this weekend, nothing. Next weekend, PWL. From there, it'll be Ampy taking over. A lot of people that are burnt on it are just going to quit, but there will still be some weekly raids. It'll turn into Only Sweats. I mean, so that's the reality, right? I didn't say that explicitly, but after BWL, if people like Soda are quitting, or like Mary, you know, like some of these variety guys, the role players are quitting, it is basically going to become a sweaty WoW guild. Yeah, it's going to be like, if it's going to be like Ampy, myself, Sardaco, Peekaboo, Cillian, you know, like it might just be a bunch of WoW sweats. So so like next weekend in a sense is like the last Onlyfangs raid of it actually being like Onlyfangs, right? I'd still watch. I mean, yeah, it'll still be a good time. It'll just be different. Like if Ampy ends up dying, do you think Ampy goes again to continue leading these raids? Like basically it'll only last as long as people keep going again. Because eventually everyone's gonna die. like say you lose 1 or 2 people a week, but no one's actually going again. You see what I'm saying? Like eventually it'll die. That's just how hardcore works. You have to get more people leveling to 60 than dying. It's a battle of attrition. So if we don't have constant new recruits, eventually the guild will die.